This is the future.
So before we start, I would highly suggest that you stick until the end of the video since I have a very important announcement to make. But first, let's talk about the main content of the video, which is what I think is the best aura mod that everyone should have. The aura mod I'm talking about is the Combat Discipline mod. Okay, I know you love your Steel Charge mod for increasing mod capacity and additional damage to your melee, and also, I know you like Enemy Radar, Growing Power, and all those other aura mods, but give me a chance to explain why this aura mod is the best in my opinion. Combat Discipline is an aura mod that allows allies to heal on kills at the cost of the aura bearer losing health on kills. This means if you kill enemies you lost health, while if an ally kills an enemy they gain health. By the way, it doesn't mean that if allies killed an enemy, you lose health. You should be the one that killed the enemy to lose health. Just need to clarify it before we proceed further. Long story short, the aura bearer health loss and ally health gain are separately triggered. What about if your squad has a multiple combat discipline aura? Well, it stacks in an unusual way, and the formula for health gain for each squad member with the mod equipped is A plus B plus C minus D, where A, B, and C are the health gain values of ally instances of combat discipline, and D is the health loss value of the aura bearer's own instance of the mod. Each squad member has a different variable because this formula assumes that different players may choose to keep their combat discipline at different ranks. Using this formula, if all 4 players in a squad equip max rank combat discipline, each player will heal plus 50 health per kill, plus 20 from each ally and minus 10 for the player's own copy. Also, you should take note that companion kills will trigger combat discipline. The same goes when you are using clones and on-call crews. Once these things kill an enemy, the owner loses their health. Theoretically, it would be problematic, especially for those warframes that have low health to keep using this aura mod, but there is a way to bypass the health lose, and that is by using any healing abilities or using Arcane Grace, since combat discipline can trigger those arcane that have on-hit damage requirements. Every kill, you'll have a chance to proc combat discipline, and also a chance to trigger Arcane Grace. But to be honest, that's only the smallest benefit of combat discipline. It can act as good support survivability for the team, but it can be utilized well with a solo setup, just like the Exodia Contagion Eclipse Wisp. My friend, Corpse Faction, told me that if I put combat discipline on my Eclipse Wisp, then I would not need any critical chance Riven mod on my Zor, as if I'm using the heavy attack Exodia Contagion projectile trick, plus the Arcane Avenger, I will be hitting the red crit numbers easily. The best part is, Wisp is able to regain health with the help of her Vitality mote, so every kill you make will just be healed by the health regen buff. With this build on the Exodia Contagion, this Zor can deal red crit damage to enemies when Arcane Avenger procs. Only if you are doing the heavy attack trick, by the way. To do that, you need jump, then press glide key, and then simultaneously long press the slide attack and heavy attack key to doing the heavy attack Exodia Contagion, which will proc the massive red crit damage. But, Wisp is not the only one who can benefit from the combat discipline Arcane. Also, and obviously, Inaros can benefit from combat discipline if you decide to equip both Arcane Grace and Arcane Avenger on Sandboy. It will allow you to min-max your melee Inaros build and allows you to somehow do red crit damage on some of those crit-based melee weapons. Not to mention that Arcane Avenger does work also with guns, so it's really an interesting synergy for min-max builds. Aside from Inaros, the Fury buff of Chroma can be proc using combat discipline, and a Gloom Chroma would be very great for this setup. However, take note that Rage and Hunter Adrenaline, or those energy regen mods for damage, don't work with combat discipline. Another thing you should know about this mod is it bypasses invulnerability granted by passives, abilities, or augments such as Inaros' Undying passive, Wukong's 5 levels of immortality passive, Landslide, Phoenix Renewal, Savior Decoy. This would be an interesting aura mod, especially for a Landslide Atlas, since you will be able to put some crit damage on every punch while using both combat discipline and Arcane Avenger. In terms of healing, as long as you are using a Petrify Atlas, or even just the Path of Statues Atlas, then every rubble drop from enemies will just heal you. But if there's one Warframe that is absolutely bonkers with combat discipline, is a Gloom Hildrin. Now, you might not notice it before during the first few minutes of this video, but actually, Hildrin is not losing any health while combat discipline is active. and proccing the Arcane Avenger to give red crit damage at Avenger Prime. Well, it's obvious squad leader because you are using Gloom on it. Actually, Gloom is not the reason behind it. In fact, Gloom is not needed for this setup if you can put Arcane Aegis and spam Hildren's pillage ability. The fact is, the Overshield passive of Hildren will negate the health loss of combat discipline. As long as you have Overshield, then you won't lose any health while using this aura mod. Gloom is like a safety net for health regen and crowd control, and if you pair her Overshield passive, and the Gloom ability, then nothing can stop you from abusing our Arcane Avenger in most of your melee and gun setup. Honestly, combat discipline is a pretty decent aura mod that everyone should have. If you want one, then you can get this aura mod in the arbitration mission, or you can just buy it from other players with platinum. It only cost like 3 to 5 platinum, and it's super worth it because of the things you can do with the mod. Okay, for those who are just interested with the content of the video, then you can leave now, but for those who are willing to give me a minute as I will announce something really important, then hear me out. First, I have deleted the Discord server because of various reasons. I have acquired so many reports of bullying, toxicity, and false rumors from members of the Discord channel. If you don't know, then last year, I decided to take a break using Discord because of a couple of bad experiences. I will just call it a stressful experience and I don't want to recall the details anymore. But, I have nuked the Discord server and deleted it because it's the community I have built before anymore. After seeing all the reports and direct messages last Monday, I was certain that it was time to move on and start over again. I will be in full control of the new Discord server, and you can join now if you want. Simply check out the link at the pinned comment. The only thing that I want to ask is if you should ever join the Discord server, I would humbly ask that you be respectful to other members. Our Discord server in the past prospered because of this one motto, and I was really disappointed to see all those bad reports from the members. So, I would ask forgiveness from those who were affected by the misconduct in our Discord server, and I will make sure that the new one will not be the same again. Also, instead of leaving my clan, I decided to do a massive purge and currently inviting new and active clan members. The clan invitation will be held on our Discord server. And lastly, it's back to a one-man grind team on our YouTube channel. Only a few know this, but I did hire some people on my YouTube channel to be video editors and staff, which will help me manage our growing YouTube channel. I did this so I will have more time in the outside world to relax and be with my family. The problem is, those guys ruined everything for me. I'm just happy that I did recover my YouTube channel, and now, I'm back to playing Warframe, editing videos, doing the script, and all the things I did when I was starting my YouTube career. It's not really a problem, but I just can't get over the fact that those I considered friends did me wrong and it almost cost me my YouTube channel. One thing that I have learned last year is that, not to put your trust in all people. Trust should be earned and not given. It's alright to say yes, but there should be times that you should also say no to something. I have learned my lesson, and it's like I'm back to square one again. Another thing that disappoints me is that I have hired a couple of good friends on my channel to help me out, so I can do other things than just creating YouTube videos. I will have time for my family, work, and myself, as well as progress into being a Twitch streamer. But right now, my schedules are all messed up and I'm really sorry if I can't give you a fixed streaming schedule, as it will depend on whether I have work or I'm too busy in real life. I will stream on Twitch, but not every day. Lastly, I would like to thank all of you guys who have supported me throughout my journey. You are truly a blessing to me. Life is a cycle of ups and downs, and I experienced falling a couple of times now, but, instead of giving up, I use everything I learned to stand back up again. Falling will help us learn to rise up, and I hope that you make my experience a lesson to help you in your own life. Thank you so much for watching. Squad Leader signing off.